agree then, yeah.
Is hypergamy for women ultimately about security and survival?
Do they even know what hypergamy is? Okay, just a refresher. So, hypergamy is the concept that women want a superior man. They want a man who's better than them in everything, right? So they want a man who makes more money. They want a man who's smarter, taller, fitter, etc. Has more options than them. Everything. So is hypergamy ultimately about safety and security? Well, I mean, of course, right? The point is that in the past, women weren't as safe as they are now. And so the only way to be safe was to attach themselves to as attractive a man as they could get, right? And when I say attractive, I mean strong. So men that are winners are the ones that are the most likely to be to trigger women's hypergamous instinct, right? And nowadays, in the modern market where we don't have enforced monogamy, hypergamy is what rules everything. So there you go. Hello and welcome to the Helios blog. My name is Helios, here for another reaction video. You're liking the videos, new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for all notifications. Also, please remember to like and comment on the video. If you're interested in sending me something to comment on, a video compilation, maybe a Reddit post, please send it to theheliosblog at gmail.com. Let's continue.
I think yes.
It could be.
Is
Guys,
that
what are we doing?
is that a byproduct of evolution?
Well, yes, women look for attractive traits in their male to secure them and their offspring. That's like
I think
a primal thing.
men marry down because the girl's good looking, and women marry up because for like money and stuff.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, exactly. Well done. Perfect. 10 out of 10 answer. That's right. So, men marry down in order to secure good genes. Right, exactly. And women marry up to secure resources. Great. Exactly. Biologically speaking, that is a perfect answer. And it boils down the truth very well. Good job.
And they have to be good looking. But you know what? All men end up ugly anyway, so who even really cares?
Oh, she says the men have to be good looking? Well, I mean, yes, she's not lying. In the modern world, your looks are extremely important. And if you are not a good looking man, you'd better work to be good looking. So you're going to need to go to the gym, you know, make sure your hair is you know, relatively good, wear nice clothes, etc. And the point of this is just you want to put your best foot forward, right? Now, this again is another reason why women are why men are choosing to walk away. The reason they're choosing to walk away is because there are certain traits that a man can't control that women are looking for, and in the modern world with not enforced monogamy, unchained hypergamy, women are actively pushing away good men in favor of men who won't commit because they have so many options, right? So this girl's telling on herself.
I'm not going to include myself in this, but a lot of women are just looking for the richest man.
She's telling on herself. Okay, anyway, now look at her finger. She has no ring. Says the girl who's on the Las Vegas Strip, right? Like, you cannot make this shit up. But yes, of course, many women are looking for the richest man. In fact, I would say that that's a biological drive to secure the man with the absolute highest status, the most resources that a woman can possibly attain. It's the same idea as men's instinct to pursue the most attractive women that he can attain and to get as many as he can.
That's the thing. They just want to find the one with the most money. Whereas some are looking for some that will accept them. It's different for everyone, but majority are looking for the one with the most
So
money.
do you think?
I mean, it's not... Okay. Here is actually the truth, okay? It actually depends on the girl's age. So if the girl is between, let's say, the age of 18 and 30, or 28 or whatever, Many women in the modern world are not looking for the most money. What they're looking for is the most attractive possible man, physically fit, tall, and then also, probably with some clout, like has lots of friends or is importantly connected and has money, that sort of thing. But as they get older and they feel like they're settling, then they'll want a guy with just a good job. So basically where he has lots of money to save them from the bad decisions. That is women's dualistic strategy, right? They go for an alpha when they're younger and they go for a beta when they're older.
I think that women are looking for sugar daddies and men are looking for trophy wives.
Oh, shit. I gotta agree with you on that one.
I mean, it's not all women, right? And it's not all men. But to a large extent, right, that kind of boils down the sexual strategies between the genders, right? So men are looking for the most physically attractive girl they can get, but then they want more of them, right? They don't just want a wife, they want the trophy wife and then to have girls on the side. That's actually men's true strategy. And women want not a sugar daddy, but a man who has lots of resources in order to be able to have children with him and have those children be supported financially. So there you go.
Guys, don't fight me.
Does hypergamy mean that women will always continue to choose the best option and never settle?
No.
Okay, before she answers. So here's the thing. In the modern world, as I said, we have unchained hypergamy. So what it means is that women are basically branch swinging and every person is a placeholder, right? Every boyfriend is a placeholder until they can find the next better boyfriend. The only problem is that a woman's agency is not infinite, right? A woman is not able to have infinite partners and to just keep swinging and swinging and swinging. Eventually, the gravy train ends, and it ends around the age of 28, which is the wall, right? So if a girl chooses to have this as her strategy, she's going to end up miserable in the future. She's going to end up miserable in the long term. Women actually should choose a superior man when they're 18 to 23 and stay with him through thick and thin. That is actually their best strategy. But women don't do this. Instead, what they do is they go way above their station to a man who is utterly impossible to lock down, attempt to lock him down, fail, then go to the next guy and repeat and repeat and repeat until they're 28. So what women need to understand is that they're actually 2 points less attractive than they think they are, at least. And then they need to go for a man at that level and commit and stay, right? And that would actually fix a lot of the things. But again, this requires rational, logical, strategic thinking, which many women are not using in the modern world. Instead, they're just using their emotions and their instincts, and as a result, they're getting played by the greater situation that womanism has created. Anyway, guys, if you agree or disagree with any of my points, please leave a comment. That's what the comment section is for. Let's continue.
Because a lot of women settle.
Right, but do they
Settle? Actually, no. A lot of men settle. Women only settle after the age of 28. But that's not settling. That's actually a woman wasting her prime years and then having to grab the last available option. It's not settling. It's actually misplay or incorrect tactical long-term thinking.
want to settle?
No.
So they would want to choose the best option, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, women are picky as is, so it's like they're going to always choose the best option for who they want and who they want to be with because...
That's right. Something I wanted to say as well is, again, they say that women are romantics, right? But women are not romantics. Women love pragmatically. Men are the romantics. So if you are not meeting certain criteria, women will just not be interested in you. And when I say not be interested, I mean you will be totally invisible to them. So when women are talking about men, they're only talking about men that actually meet that bar that they've set for specific men.
They're not going to settle for less. They're going to settle for the top dog.
Some women are so set on not settling that they never find that perfect person.
Exactly. That's exactly right. They're so set on not settling that they never find that person. And I think actually here she's telling on herself, right? So basically what happens is the girl gets with a guy. He is good, but she thinks, I can do better. And she goes to the next guy. But then she's like, no, I can do better than this. And then she goes to the next guy. I can do better. But the thing is, every new partner has to beat all of the best traits of all the previous partners. And so as she gets more and more and more partners, it gets harder and harder for the girl to actually find a guy who she feels that is superior to her. And also her value goes down as she gets older, because the less time she has to have children, the less attractive she is for marriage and reproduction.
And it's just, they just keep looking, and they're going to look until they find no one, because no one is going to check all those boxes.
Okay, is hypergamy the equivalent of men never satisfied with only one chick?
I mean, a man of high status is always going to have multiple options. Like
That's right. So, okay. It's not the equivalent, because hypergamy and polygamy are not the same things, right? So hypergamy is a girl wanting the absolute best and then jumping to the next best thing. It's called serial monogamy, right? But men are not monogamous, they're polygamous, right? So they want, basically, if a man finds a superior girl, he's not going to drop the old girl. He's going to keep the old girl and also keep the new girl. And ideally, he'd get even another girl and keep all three of them. And this is why I say you should never be monogamous as a man. That's actually the solution to many, many problems that are caused in relationships, right? If your girl is being annoying, you don't care because you have other options. If she tries to strong arm you into doing certain behaviors, again, you don't care because you could leave it at any time and you already have the other branch right there, and so on, right? So it's not equivalent. It's because it's not equal, right? But it is the instinctual thing that men do. In that sense, it's equivalent, because hypergamy is the instinctive thing that women do, and polygamy is the instinctive thing that men do.
that just comes with the man who has money like that, or even has that type of quality of life.
Is hypergamy the equivalent of men never satisfied with only one woman?
Men is never satisfied.
I don't even think it's about women. I think it's about men are just never satisfied, period. Money.
And it's really funny that these girls tell on themselves, right? Because this is not true of all men, right? This is only true of the absolute apex men, the top 5% or 10% or whatever. They're never satisfied because their nature is to always strive for more, right? And why should that be any different for women? Right? Like in terms of their woman life or their relationship life, right? So, and it's funny that they say a man is never satisfied, right? Because they themselves are talking about how in their past they tried to satisfy that male that had lots of options and they couldn't, right?
Not satisfied with themselves.
That's not true.
Men is not satisfied with.
Or is it men always wanting the girl with the best looks?
Yeah, they definitely want a pretty girl.
Okay, but I'm just saying, if women are always looking for the best option, wouldn't a man always be looking for the best option as well?
Yes.
Okay, so is
I mean, not exactly. There are many men that would take a girl that's less attractive if he could get all of the behaviors that he wanted, right? In fact, that's what I believe. I believe that, okay, if I had a choice between, let's say, a 9 out of 10, but she's a total ass, she's hard to deal with, she's not loyal, she posts on Instagram all the time, all of that. If I had to choose between her and a 7 out of 10 who's, you know, fit, feminine, cooperative, submissive, she's loyal to me, I would choose the 7 10 times out of 10. So it's not true that men are always seeking the most attractive girl. Men are willing to logically compromise if they get benefits in other places. But for women, it's not like that, right? She won't see the value that you're providing her if you don't meet a certain bar. She will simply see you as invisible.
Is that kind of like a similar, comparable thing, you know?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. What is the difference between a hypergamous woman and a gold digger?
I feel like a hypergamous woman is looking for someone to do what we were used to back in the day, lead.
That's not hypergamy then. That's just that's not hypergamy. Okay, so what's the difference between a hypergamous woman and a gold digger? So, okay, A hypergamous woman is a woman following her biological nature, right? If she's following her biological nature, it means that she wants a man who's superior in every single aspect. So she wants a tall, physically fit, with money, with high social status man. That's a hypergamous woman. And if she's with a certain guy and she gets the opportunity to be in a relationship or whatever, even to sleep with this superior man, she'll jump to that man. That's hypergamy. Now, a gold digger is a woman that over everything else, she's going to choose money. So it doesn't matter if the guy is attractive. It doesn't matter if he's physically fit. She's going to pick the money over that. And she's going to try to lock that man down into a marriage so that she can then divorce him and take half of his money. The gold digger woman is looking for a useful idiot man, whereas the hypergamous woman is following her true nature, right? So one is looking to secure resources, but the genes she's going to get from another man. That's the gold digger. The hypergamous woman is trying to get everything in one package, which is what a woman's biological nature is, right?
Be the breadwinner of the family, someone who is just the provider. A gold digger is someone who just wants.
What she has described is no different, right? She has described the same woman, like hypergamous and gold digger. This girl has not made the distinction.
If you're in a hypergamous relationship, the woman is still providing, the woman is still doing, the man is doing a lot more.
That is not necessarily true. Not necessarily true. That in a hypergamous relationship, the woman is still providing. Due to women's hypergamy, I would say that the optimal situation for them is to not have to provide at all. So, I disagree.
Gold digger is just gonna take, never.
I mean, I would argue that in the modern world, in 2022 dating, women's default strategy is to extract as much value as possible out of men. So, that's the modern world. So, for her to call women that do this gold diggers, I mean, is, you can make the conclusion.
Forgive ever.
Okay, a gold digger is just looking straight for money. Like, they don't really care about what the guy looks like, what he has to offer. They just want the money. Well, actually, they do care about what he has to offer. If it's money and luxury or any type of things that they can get from him, then yeah, they'll do it. But you said hypergamy?
Yeah.
Okay, so with that, if they go for that, they kind of want to find love in the sense of, quality of life that they have.
This guy doesn't know what hypergamy is, so he can't have an informed opinion and can't explain it. But he explained the gold digger pretty well. He doesn't care about what the girl looks like. I already explained the hypergamy thing, right? The hypergamy thing is she wants a man who's superior in every aspect. So she's not looking for love. Women don't love romantically, right? So their goal isn't love. Their goal is lifestyle, attractive man, status, money, resources, etc.
Do you find it hypocritical when parents advise their sons to avoid gold diggers while also advising their daughters to find a man who will take care of them?
A little bit. I mean, obviously, a woman.
So isn't hypergamy encouraged in women?
Well, here's the thing, right? They say for men to avoid gold diggers. Well, you can't really avoid women's true nature, right? You can't avoid hypergamy, right? But you can avoid gold diggers, right? Women that just want you for your money. Basically, I would advise my son to become a superior man and then have many partners, and with that ability discern which woman is actually genuinely desirous of him and who also has the traits that women need to give a man, and choose her. That's what I would advise. And that girl would need to be, 18 to 23. Now, for a woman, of course, if I had a daughter, I would advise her to get a man with money or a man who would take care of her, because I understand women's hypergamy. So, of course, I would encourage her to follow her hypergamous instincts. And what I would also do is tell my son that well, as I said, he should have lots of partners, right? So that's encouraging him to follow his biological nature, which is to sleep with as many women as possible, because a man will feel unfulfilled if he's monogamous, or if he is monogamous at some point in his life, if he hasn't been polygamous at any point, he will feel like he's missed out.
I feel like in this day and age with social media and everything, it is, yeah.
Of course, we're going to want to lead our children to the right direction. And if we're raising a son, we're going to raise them to try to find a woman that can balance out their lives.
Okay, so again, this is the idea that women don't understand men's nature, right? And so they teach men anti-game. And because they teach men anti-game, most men end up miserable. And this is actually an example of natural selection. So if the girl... If you as a man, if you listen to your mom, to your sister, to womanism and what it says you should do as a man, what's going to happen is you're going to develop into the kind of man that's a useful idiot for women. You're not going to develop into a strong man that women are actually attracted to. By listening to their advice, you get naturally selected out of the human race. So you should not listen to this, okay? You as a man need to become superior. You need to have multiple partners. And then you need to choose a girl who's genuinely desirous of you and have her as your girlfriend and then have girls on the side. That is your strategy as a man, not what she said. All right, let's move on to our article here. My girlfriend, 26, is on a dating app on vacation. My girlfriend of 4 years is in another state on vacation. Guys, that's already a red flag. Like, already the relationship is done. If you allow your girl to go on vacation solo, your relationship is over. Let me get this out of the way and say I have trust issues with her, though I don't need support around acknowledging dysfunction in the relationship. No, you don't have trust issues. You're a man. Any man would feel bad if he let his girl go alone on vacation because she's going to cheat on him. So... anyhow, we're on the rocks, so my spidey senses have been tingling. In the past, when we were on a break, she downloaded Hinge, a dating app. So when she left the state, I downloaded Hinge and put my location to where she was currently located. The second person that came up was her, and her profile said last active today. Well, guys, that's all you need to know. We're on a break. What does it mean? It means the girl is going to go and sleep with another man. So if you take her back, you're a loser. You're a beta male. You're a cuck. That's it. I messaged her and confronted her on the issue, to which she replied that she has not used the application in months, although it has been deleted off of her phone and had no idea why it would show her as active in the state she's currently in. Now, I looked up Hinge location, updated, and the activity status. As you might expect, it appears neither your location nor your activity will update without interacting with the app. So my question is, there is no way she's not blatantly lying to my face. And so, is it even worth arguing about? No. There's no need to argue with a girl like this. Block and lose her number. She's a loser. You're done. We're on the rocks and she's looking for attention from men is bad enough, but then to lie about something like this, her sleeping with other men, it totally removes the ability to remedy the situation when I can't get what the reality is. Yeah, it's called gaslighting, guys. So the girl is actively gaslighting the guy. She's doing it for the purpose of cheating. Because he's the beta male in her eyes and she's going to go sleep with an alpha male. It's obvious. TLDR, my girlfriend is lying to me about being on a dating app. Do I pull the plug immediately or try and get a straight answer? You pull the plug immediately. Okay, let's see what the top comment is. I mean, what's the point now? She's already trying to date other people. Just take screenshots of things to ensure that if she tries to eventually shift narrative, you can say that you have proof that she wasn't even remotely into you. No need to take screenshots. Block a number, lose a number. They're not married, so whatever. Get rid of her. All right, I think we're going to end the episode there. Again, if you're liking the videos, new to the channel, please leave a sub, hit the bell for notifications, like the video, comment on the video, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please remember to do all of the following. Like the video for the algorithm. Comment on the video. I respond to all comments and I'll give you a heart. Subscribe and hit the bell so you can see my content on your feed. Check out all of my content on other platforms. It spreads the reach of the channel. YouTube, bit.ly/heliosyoutube. Rumble, bit.ly/heliosrumble. My blog is realheliosblog.com. My podcast, bit.ly/heliospodcast. My Patreon, patreon.com/theheliosblog. You can also support the show at bit.ly/heliosdonations and buy my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. Thank you so much for all of your support.